All right, so let's start with the big story that we are tracking on WION at this hour. The skies over West Asia are no longer ruled by fighter jets alone. There's a silent swarm that is rising, and it is rewriting the rules of modern warfare. The Iranian drones and missiles are targeting the very eyes and ears of the American military power in the Middle East. And our next story tells you how these Iranian strikes are taking out the American radars, which are key to the missile defense systems. Take a look.
War in West Asia is entering a new phase, not louder, but smarter and far more dangerous. In recent weeks, the battlefield has been flooded with Iranian drones and precision missiles. Their targets are critical, the radar systems that guide American and Israeli missile defense. Without radar and air defense systems are blind. And that is exactly the weakness Iran is now exploiting. Wave after wave of low-cost drones have been launched toward US military positions and allied defense sites across the region. More than 10 US military bases across West Asia has been targeted. The strategy of Iranian attacks are precise. Many are designed to overwhelm radar operators. Some carry explosives, others act as decoys, forcing expensive interceptor missiles to fire. Then come the real strike weapons. According to defense assessments, Iranian missiles have hit and destroyed multiple radar installations linked to US and Israeli defense networks. Nearly 10 radar systems have reportedly been knocked out in recent attacks. These radars form the backbone of early warning systems that detect incoming missiles and guide interceptors. Take them out and the shield begins to crack. Military analysts say that this is a deliberate strategy. Iran is trying to blind America's eyes across West Asia. If radar coverage collapses, even briefly, ballistic missiles and drones can slip through the gaps. Clearly, if the war continues, Iranian counterstrikes could cause much more casualties and destruction. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
Tensions continue to escalate in the Middle East. We spoke to experts on the global implications of the US-Israel war on Iran and how it could redefine the regional and global balance of power. President.
Yeah, actually, it is escalation that postponed the implementation of the second phase of Gaza agreement. So since the outbreak of this war 13 days ago, the board of peace that was established by President Trump and headed by Vladimir frozen and suspended its activities for Gaza, and they keep the Rafah crossing closed and no move to the implementation of the second phase. Here also in the West Bank, the Israeli authorities tighten its security restrictions and the freedom of movement and blockade the West Bank, and some of the rockets or intercepted defense projectiles from Israelis falling over the West Bank cities and towns and houses of Palestinians. And for sure they know that if Israel win against Iran, it will support the right-wing government minister's policy against Palestinians, so that will encourage them to practice more pressure on the Palestinians in the West Bank.
I mean, when we look at this war from a tactical perspective, it's clearly that the United States of America and Israel have the escalation dominance here. But if we look at this from a strategic perspective, it looks quite different. The absence of a clear strategic goal and a clear political goal by the United States of America and Israel is actually the major component that is facilitating Iran to gain the upper hand or to pressure the United States of America. So what we are seeing is that the Iranian regime is extending fire to the region, and the United States of America does not have a real answer. They are bombing, they're attacking the Iranians, they're decimating their capabilities, but there is no strategic shift. So this can go on for quite some time, actually. And it doesn't look like that the United States of America has the longer breath here. So we have to see how it will evolve. But so far, the superiority in capability of the United States of America is being diminished by the lack of strategic vision by the Trump administration.